Welcome back everybody, back to another plugin review. I'm here on the Bitcube server and I'm not alone today. I have a guest with me, and if I take a look a little bit up, he's hiding behind me. He is a bit scared, I think. Anyways, well, there he is. It's a very old Bitcube friend. You may have seen him earlier in older videos. But as you can see here, this is the new thing that we're going to showcase in this plugin review. These are pipes, and not just normal pipes. These are pipes, they look like Buildcraft pipes. Yes, they are completely in Spidget, and no, they do not require client-side mods. They are all working with a resource pack, and yeah, well, simply install the resource pack and you will see it like it should see it, like this. So let's first go over the crafting recipes before I'm gonna explain everything. So Hitchkiller is gonna point us to the right crafting, so choose one. Then I'm gonna explain one.
This one.
Very good choice. The starter is the wrench. You will need it to configure any advanced pipe. So if it's not a normal pipe, you need a wrench to do special things like filtering or changing settings of the pipe. You will craft it with 4 normal redstone and a stick. Then we have the normal pipe, which is this one, as you can see. This is the base pipe we are all needing. When you're crafting a normal pipe, it's always starting as a white color. You will create it with 6 glass by default and a stick.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I know. Then we have the void pipe, which is this one. It's basically the same recipe as all pipes, but instead of a stick, it's a obsidian inside in the middle, which sees that it's becoming a void pipe. The void pipe destroys any item passing through it. So if you connect it to any pipe network, the items will get destroyed. For example, if you have a lot and lots of loot from an automatic loot machine, this will destroy it.
Alright.
Removing lag. This one is a very cool one. It's the crafting pipe. You can set it to craft anything and it will load up the items required for the crafting and crafts items for you and push it forward in the next pipe. So basically it's a crafting table in pipe version.
That's beautiful. Again.
Then up here we have the extraction pipe. It's required to extract from any type of container on the server, a chest, a furnace, a shulker box, anything like that. It will pull out items depending on the settings you have added. You can even filter items from it. So you can, for example, say it can only filter out wool out of the chest and leave the rest. Then we have the iron pipe, which can only push things in certain directions and prevent it from pushing into one direction. So it's basically a filter that blocks up a direction. So items coming from it can come from that direction, but not back to that direction through the same pipe. Then we have this one. This is the ice pipe.
Yes.
The ice pipe is basically like a redstone rail. It boosts the speed of the items going through it. So it's the fastest pipe available in this plugin. And as last, the sorting pipe or the golden pipe. Any 6 of the faces you can connect pipes to is a color, and you can filter items based on the color.
You say last, but you try to last.
Well, you understand it.
Yes, I understand.
Well, over here we have a demo. If I walk backwards, you can see that the pipes disappear out of my sight. And when I walk closer, they load up again. This is a setting that you can change per user. You can give them access to the command. Using the tpipes command. You can see here we have tpipe settings, which is a player specific menu. So if I do settings, which I can only open at the moment. I can change my render distance. So it's currently on 25 by default, but if I, for example, change it to a lower one by pressing this button, I can shorten the range that I see pipes to prevent lag. For example, if I have lots of lag because my connection is terrible or my computer is terrible, I can lower it because it's standalone, so it's not connected to the Minecraft things. You can use a pipe rendered resource system. You have a vanilla way of doing it and the resource vanilla system. So if I click on this one, the resource pack goes active, and I can now currently see it as a real Buildcraft pipes. Beside the fact that I can also hide and show the items flowing through the pipes. So as you can see over here now in the video, you can see here the iron pipe. These are colored pipes in yellow form. This is the ice pipe. This is the extraction wooden pipe. Then you have some gray pipes or black, whatever you want to call it. And this is the gold one, as well as the green one, and another ice pipe over here. Something to note, you have normal pipes and you can color them to separate them from each other. You cannot connect normal pipes of different colors together. So for example, you have black pipes, you cannot connect black pipes to any other, for example, yellow pipes or green pipes. So you can make advanced, complicated systems for it. So let me turn that message thingy thing off because I'm getting sick of the annoying sounds. Anyways, I've made this little setup here. First off, we have a chest that's empty, as you can see. Then we have this wooden extraction pipe going through. This is the iron pipe, all the way to here to the sorting pipe into 2 chests. So let me get a wrench. I've put a wrench in here. This is the wrench after you craft it. And when you right click a pipe that is configurable, you can see that the extraction pipe gives a menu, which I can say which direction it extracts from. For example, it's north side that the chest is on. Then you have an amount that you can extract, 16 or 1. Then you can choose which condition. For example, never extract, needs redstone, which you need to power it, for example, to pull items from it. Or always extract, which means that it will always extract the items. It's configurable. Unless this bar is empty, then it will extract everything. I currently set it to these 2 color wool. But what also is very cool in this plugin is that you can select what type of filtering it will acquire. For example, type is only the major type. Then you have damage and you have item meta. So if you click on this one, you can block all items. So only blocks will go to. Then you have invert, which is basically the inverted. So it will not filter out any items of this. This will be the blacklist then. Then you have type, which is, for example, wool. So not colored wool. So it takes all the colored wool as one. So you can just place a white wool, for example, and it takes all colors of it. Because it's a single material. Then you have type and damage, colored. Colors are damage values. So, for example, if I do yellow wool and blue wool in it, it will see it as separate things. And you have item meta, which is basically enchantments, flags, and such on tools. But normally you can turn it all on at once, type, damage, and item meta, and then you are sure that it will filter only the things you want it to filter. So, going through, I have 2 stacks of wood, and, be my guest, put it in that chest over here. And if I'm correct, it should start pumping out, as you can see, the blue. And as you can see here, the ice is faster, so you can see it flashes faster through. Then over here we have a sorter pipe, because everything is blue at the moment. I can show you that. They will go to the white side, which is this one. But I can also see that the yellow goes for yellow. So if we waited just a moment, you can see it's extracting. from this chest, and it separates, because this one is not filtered at the moment. It will skip it, and then you can see the yellow wool going through. Well, as we see the yellow wool entering this pipe, you can see that the yellow wool will enter this one. It routes to the other direction. So you can see the items flowing through the pipes at all times, as fast as you want, as many as you want. For example, you can place a hopper down and connect a pipe to it, and then let it suck out of the hopper, so you can make a whole system. Well, I set this one to extract to this side and block this side, so the items cannot go back this way. They will pop out. So if you make, for example, a pipe that ends in nothing, for example, let's say it comes from here and it ends up there, then it will pop out like a normal item. A pipe must connect to something. Yes, sure.
Yes, can you
Can you what?
send items to people?
Two?
That is.
Can you send item through two people?
Yes.
Yeah, you can make a whole mail system underground, for example, or above ground, with a pipe going to both directions. Then, yeah, well, people can put an item in, and then the item goes to the other player. And then when they are ready, they can send an item back, or not, of course. And you can make a system that will allow items to go one to the other side. Well, anyways, let me show you one basic thing. I get some basic pipes and some black pipes. Those are basic pipes, and then I pick iron pipes and gonna show you something useful. If we have a pipe here, that's black, and we have a pipe here that is white, and here is black too. For example, this is the mail system that you were talking about. Then you can place iron pipes on both of these ends and configure this based on whatever direction you want the items to go through. So in this case, the items cannot go through this direction, so it will always push items in a certain direction. So if an item is going through this side, you want it to keep being in black side. So you change it to this one. But what if somebody sends for accidentally an item here, but that may not go this way, it may only go on this route, then you change this one to the second one, so that if the item goes this direction, it will change to here, here, and then there. And if an item goes in the different direction, it will go through.
Alright.
So it will go this way, and then also this way, because it only may output to here. So basically you can create it whatever you want it to be. So I can also change it to this one, or this one. Yes, it's magic, basically. As you can see, I'm in creative at the moment, so I can destroy them as I go. There we go. May I have some back? Yes, thank you. So let's make a little experiment. I want to make arrows. So I've set up a machine here, well, at least a machine. I have 3 chests. I will fill them with the items later. The goal in this case is to craft an arrow with the items we provide and put the arrows in this dropper. So you're gonna tell me how to do that. So I am having a crafting pipes, extraction pipes, red pipes, whatever pipes we need. So tell me.
White pipes?
White pipes.
Yeah, white. And this one.
Yeah, well, anyways, I'm gonna explain it. You have some wooden pipes over here.
You have.
Then I'm gonna use ice pipes because they are pretty fast. And I'm gonna say an iron pipe over here, pointing to this direction. So all items out of all chests will go into this pipe at all times. Then I'm gonna connect it to this crafting pipe. And then out of the crafting pipe, I'm going back, up, 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 into the dropper. So what we are gonna do now is tell it to craft arrows. So let me get the weapon page and then click on it with wrench. As you can see, output direction north, which means it will output in that direction because that's north. As you can see in my left side. I want it to output to the south, so I'm gonna click it so it changes to the south direction. So it changes toggle based on the sides that a pipe is connected to at the moment. So let's put in an arrow. Well, at least I try. The south output direction is done. So basically you cannot put items in this one. So whatever you want to do is to craft things, and to automatically craft if I'm correct. So let me get feathers. Yeah, you're drilled, I know. Stay where you are.
Oh no.
I'm gonna take 2 stacks of everything, because that should give us enough items. First, I'm gonna put feathers in the left one, sticks in the middle one, and flint in the right one. And then I need to edit those pipes over here to be extracting as always. So I'm gonna click that one, and as you can see they are popping out. So I did something wrong here.
What are you doing?
I have literally no idea. So be right back.
Yes.
Welcome back. I was mistaken by one thing, because if you shift right click, you get a crafting table. So let me get some items first. So I'm gonna define the recipe it should make. So well, for arrows we need those 3. So what are you doing? I did not say you put it in.
Oh man.
Take them out, take them out, take them out. Well, anyways, if you mistake yourself, take them out. Anyways, if you are mistaken, they will pop out. So be sure to test it first before putting it into action. Anyways, if you shift right click, you can define a crafting recipe. What was the recipe for an arrow again? Ah, that was it. This is the recipe. So I've set it. And if I shift right click, it's there. So if we now put in the items, they will be cached into the crafting bench. As you can see, they will not pop out anymore. So it's waiting until it has enough items to craft the specific item we have programmed in. So it currently has them. And as you can see, the arrows start pumping through into the dropper. So if I start powering it, you can see we have arrows.
Yeah. I'm happy now.
We have much arrows, and they are stacking in like normally. When you craft them, you get 4 arrows at a time. So in this machine it works the same. Basically you can cover this all up behind walls, for example, and then nobody knows that you have the machine over here. And then when you are ready, you can put items in it and let it craft the arrows for you. So yeah, and for inventory containers you have chests, for example, furnaces, shulker trap chests, droppers, dispensers and more. And if you want to power a thing, for example this pipe over here, let's turn that one to needs redstone. If he now puts in the wool from earlier, that's out of the other chests. So if I'm taking the yellow wool here, put it in here, nothing happens. It's not pumping out. So if I then power the redstone line over here, if I'm correct, it gets power. I'm doing something wrong again. There we go. It must be powered through a block. That's something worth noticing. the block is now powered, so it starts powering, but as soon as I remove the storage, it stops pulling out items again. So you can control the whole network as you wish. The last but not least, the void pipe. So, as you saw before, let me get another wrench. We had void pipes. A void pipe, anything going into the void pipe, no matter which direction, gets destroyed. Well, as you can see here, this is the void pipe. So if I go to here and turn this machine on again, so I'm telling it to auto extract ever, you can see all this wool going into this pipe. Normally all items pop out, but as you can see here, the items disappear. So if I take this pipe over here and enter it on the other side, you can see no items go through. They all get destroyed because it gets destroyed into the machine, in that pipe. It's gone. And as you can see, you cannot cheat. Anyways, because these are entities placed down, you can never see the pipes if you are in a certain angle from the pipe, which is a vanilla Minecraft thingy thing, which you cannot change, edit, or anything like that. So, worth noticing, I'm gonna get up the score, fill out some forms, and I will make the score for the scoreboard behind this wall, because we have many plugins reviewed, and of course this plugin must go there too. So I'll be right back with the final score, which I'm gonna make together with Hitchkiller in this case. So be right back. Well, the final score has been done. It's the 3.7 BC stars, which means it's a pretty good plugin, to be say so. It can still have some improvements. For example, lag prevention is pretty much built in, but not completely. Even if I turned off anything, the TPS is a little bit lower than you normally would expect on your client side. The FPS, sorry. And it can cause a big ass mess when you mistake one pipe. So I think it's better that a player get warned if they make a critical mistake, but that they can ignore it, for example. So, for example, a confirmation that they want to activate something like that and create a big mess. The crafting pipe is something I meant with this one. If you use the crafting pipe and forgot a crafting recipe or something, all items pop on the ground, even if a pipe is connected. I think it's better to make it so that the items pass through like it's a normal pipe until there is a recipe into that pipe. So that's my suggestion for this one. But for this version, it's a 3.7 stars. So it's a pretty good plugin. It can keep being improved, but I think it's very good and is recommended by me for everyone to use because it's a very unique plugin. It has a very easy configuration. It has permissions for every single pipe type, so you can separate some pipes from other players. And it's handy and useful in every direction I can think of. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next plugin review. Goodbye!
Bye bye.